Alright guys, so I kind of wanted to show you this bedroom before we start doing all the stuff to it. This is the large part of the room. It's actually very big. There's a step down right there. But it is a very, very large bedroom. That's the closet. Then when you turn around the other way, where the step down is, there's another section. This is the part we're going to turn into our office. And that door goes into the bathroom. Part of the reason I figured I better do this now, my husband tore out the vanity while I was at work last night before I had a chance to do the before. So he got that pulled out. A little shower in the corner. Very small bathroom for being such a big bedroom. It's kind of weird. But of course we're going to cover up all the wallpaper. We have a new vanity to put in there. And then this, you know, ugly tan carpet down here, and then the old 70s weird, I don't know, what is that, rust colored carpet that we're going to be tearing out. Let's see if I stand back in this corner. This is a headboard. It goes to the bed. Anyway, that is the before. Wanted to get that now because you're going to be seeing us do some work in here.
Alright, so this is the wall behind the toilet. We figured it would be much easier to keep things clean if we put tile behind it. And as you can see, I put a little bit of the tile adhesive on the wall, and then I also put some on the tile, as you can see right here, just a thin layer. And between the two, these tiles don't go anywhere. And this is not my first time tiling. I've did remodeling with my dad for many, many years, so I've done my share of tiling in the past, which is why you see I'm doing this instead of my husband, because he doesn't know what, he's never done it before. But I have him for cutting my tiles as I need them. I have to say, the coolest thing about all this, first of all, the tile, the gray slate tile that you see there, is what we had left over from when we remodeled our kitchen. So we didn't spend any money on those. Plus, we got those tiles on clearance at the time that we bought them. And then those glass tiles that I'm putting on now, those come in a 12 by 12 sheet, and I cut them down into 4-inch strips so that I could go across the top. And I went the first time, and those are regular, like $8 a piece per square. And they had them on the clearance aisle for about, I think I got them for $3 a square, and I only bought like 10 because I knew I wasn't going to need very much just to do that trim across the top. But then we decided that we needed to do something over the top of the shower. So I started piecing together everything that I had left over, trying to see if I had enough of everything because we didn't want to buy something different. They don't make that gray slate anymore. And we were afraid that it was not going to match. So I tried to piece everything together, and no matter what I did, I was 2 or 3 pieces short, in some cases, 3, to make a pattern that made sense and matched the rest of it. So I went back to Lowe's, and they had 14 of those 12 by 12 squares left. And the guy told me that I could have them for $1 a piece. So I bought all 14 of them and did the shower also. This is me putting the grout on. I tried to get it up in the cracks at the top and the bottom first, and then I fill in everything in the middle, and then I scrape it off the best I can. And then this is a sponge that's actually kind of designed for tile grout. You clean it kind of the best you can. You're going to leave a film on it. That's just the way it is. But if you try and get it all the first time, you're just going to keep spreading that wet grout. So after it all completely dries, then I go back with a wet towel or wet rag or sponge or something and clean off the tiles better. Get the film over the top. And this is just me grouting the rest of the tile behind the toilet. And I do have to say that just standing in the doorway of the bathroom, it looks so much better than it did before. It's crazy because it had that, you guys didn't really get to see the vanity, but it was an old dark brown with the white 4x4 tiles that have like the gray specks in them. Definitely from the 70s or 80s. And then it had wallpaper, flowery wallpaper on the whole bathroom. Now, mind you, this wallpaper, it's been there since the 70s or 80s. I'm not sure. I think they did a small remodel in the 80s. But either way, that wallpaper was stuck on there, and it is not going anywhere. And my husband and I were not going to remove all of that wallpaper because that was going to be a chore. It was stuck on so good. So we just washed it and kind of sanded it a touch and just painted over the top of it. So you can see the seam lines that go up and down, but that's okay. But it being all white just really made a difference. And like I said, we just decided that it was going to be way too much work to try and remove that tile, that wallpaper. That is not easy to do when it's stuck on like that. And here I am wiping down the tiles after putting the grout in. And you can see the gray haze or white haze that's over the top of those tiles, but you cannot get those off until after the stuff has dried. So don't even try.
Okay guys, so I thought I'd show you what the bathroom looks like now. The view from the front, walking in the door. As you can see, we had the old vanity that we took out, about here. It was a little bigger and it was a little taller, so it came up to like here. And the sheetrock that was behind it just looked in bad shape, so we wanted to cover it up somehow, and this is the idea we came up with. So I did like a backsplash all the way around, all the way across. Came out 40 inches right here because the toilet goes right there. Figured it was going to be much easier to clean the walls that way. And then I told you about the shower. This is what I came up with. The interesting part is the ceiling. I don't know how well you can tell there, but it slants from side to side and also from front to back. So I had to figure out a way to kind of compensate for that. But I didn't film this part because, as you can see, if I stand all the way up against the wall, this bathroom is so small, I couldn't figure out a way to get the camera in here where you could see what I was doing and not just see my backside. But it was the same exact process as what I did over here, so there really wasn't a whole lot to show. But that is where we are at now. I don't know if you can see, our problem now is, can you see that pipe down there? That pipe, let's see if you can tell, actually sticks out from the wall a little bit. So we can't get the tile flush right there. So we're trying to figure out the solution for that. And we still have to do the floor, of course, which is going to be the concrete painted floor if it works like it's supposed to. So that is where we are at on the bathroom. But it just looks so much better. I really, really like it. I wonder if you can see better. If I turn that light off. If you guys like what you see on this video, please don't forget to like and share. If you want to see more videos like this as we continue to remodel this bathroom and the master bedroom, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll know when new videos come out. And as always, I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And I hope I see you guys on the next one.